Hey guys, what's up? It's SBSettings here, and today I'll be showing you guys a new jailbreak tweak called Deck. Deck is available in the Cydia Store for $1.99, but it is one of the best jailbreak tweaks that I have seen in recent times. So I'm going to show you that or prove that point in this video. So basically, Deck is almost like SBSettings in a sense, that once you have an action to activate it, in this case swiping to the left on the status bar, you get a slew of options on the right hand side of your screen. As you can see, there are plenty of options to choose from. So I'm just going to go through each option that it has to offer, and then lastly take a look at the settings of the application to see how you can customize the look and feel of this tweak. So first off, right here we have an option to compose a text message, which basically just brings up the Byte SMS quick compose action. Very cool if you'd like to compose a text message. Right here we have the option to compose a tweet. Obviously it just uses iOS 5's built-in Twitter feature. We're going to go back here. Sorry about that. We're going to swipe to the left and we're going to load up different options. Right here we have respring and shutdown. Obviously I'm not going to do that in this video, but it does work just fine and it's a great alternative to SBSettings. Down here we have a little magnifier glass, which essentially just brings up Google and Safari. Nothing too special, but if you'd like to search Google really quickly, it's actually pretty helpful. Then right here you can see that we have an application. Now right here I only have one, but you can essentially fill up all 6 of these spots with different applications. I just chose to use one because I think the other options are more useful, but if you want to have quick access to specific applications, you can customize that in the settings, which I'll show you later on. So right here we're going to hit this arrow at the top right hand corner of the tweak and we get even more options. Right here the phone button basically brings up all the power options that you have: respring, reboot, power down, or lock. If we swipe and go back here, we can see we have a microphone, which brings us quick access to Siri. That's not quite as useful in my opinion because it just seems quicker to just hold the home button. Then finally right here we have the option to bring up the music application, which I have set to Spotify as I do not use the native iPod app. But if you're playing music, you can quickly get access to your music application like so. Right here we have the option to take pictures with our camera. I know there are plenty of tweaks that they give you quick access to the camera, but it's still nice to have in this tweak. Then right here we have the @ button, which basically allows you to compose messages, mail, or tweets. Lastly, we're going to take a look right here is the star. Now the star just brings you back to basically all your options on the first page of this tweak, but the best part of this tweak in my opinion is what this button does right here, and that brings you basically a bunch of toggles just like SBSettings, and they basically look like the toggles in IntelliScreen X. They're white and they basically have a blue overlay when they're enabled. So as you can see, we can turn the Wi-Fi off and on just by doing so. We can enable and disable airplane mode. We can disable and disable sound. Basically just a mini SBSettings, not quite as many toggles, but all in a nice appearance, and it looks very nice. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the preferences of Deck. We're going to go to settings and we're going to launch Deck. So obviously you need to have the switch on to enable Deck, but right here by default it actually has open with Deck. You need to change that to custom actions so that way you can go to activation method and choose your activation method. Like I said, I think the best one is to swipe left from the status bar. It'll replace SBSettings, but I think this is a really good tweak and I actually have replaced it with SBSettings. But as you can see, there are so many options with Activator to choose from that frankly you can do whatever you like or whatever works best for you. Right here you can choose your music app. It's set by default to iPod, but I changed it to Spotify as I obviously use Spotify. Then here's where you get to choose the custom actions on that first page. So right here we have Compose SMS, which if you remember was the top option. Let's change that to launch application, and if we go to application 1, let's change that to the App Store. So when we basically activate our thing, we have the App Store as a quick launch application right there. So that means you can have all 6 of these to be applications or all 6 of these to be toggles. You can customize it to whatever you'd like using the settings preferences. Now, one thing that I did find a little bit difficult to figure out is that if you want to have an application 1 right here and you select application, you need to go to action 1 and choose launch application. If you have something else, it won't work. So make sure you do have it on launch application. So as you can see, there is a ton of customization that goes into Deck. It's very customizable and basically just one of the best tweaks that I've seen in recent times. It looks really nice. It's basically like an app switcher like thing coming from the side of your screen. I just think is wonderful, and I definitely think you guys should purchase this Cydia tweak, and it's only $1.99, which definitely justifies the price. It's not overly expensive and I think it's a great price. So that's it for this video. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, or if you really like this tweak, subscribe somewhere up there. Follow me on Twitter at @AppOSex. Add me on Game Center as AppOSex. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching.